Whether you realize it or not, every day is a battle of the mind. And oftentimes there are landmines in our mind that become mentally TNT explosive due to the trauma and triggers that we grapple with. Today, I want you to tune in at 6 p.m. on YouTube for my podcast masterclass. As I talk about how to protect your peace, I'm giving you 3 ways to win the war against your mind. Yeah. Log on and lock in. Turn me up. I'm mic'd up. Join me. Let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope that you are doing well. I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. I'm your host of the most, yours truly, Dr. Eddie Connor, and it is an honor that you have joined me today. We're jumping right on into it. I want you to share this with somebody. As we talk about protecting your peace, if you got to do anything, you got to protect your peace. I want to give you 3 ways to win the war against your mind, simply because every day we are in a mental battle. We're fighting what we're facing, and oftentimes we can't fight what we don't face. We can't heal from what we don't deal with. We can't really overcome or recover from what we won't even address and what we won't deal with and try to overcome that if we just cover it. Can't address what we won't confess. And so as we jump into today talking about these aspects, I want you to think about what has your attention. I want you to think about what is really going on in your mind and how to even unwind your mind. Number one, what we have to do is we have to stomp on stinking thinking. That's what we got to do. We have to stomp on stinking thinking. If we're going to really be free, if we're really going to move to another level, if we're going to abound to a different place, we have to stomp on the stinking thinking. A lot of times we have limited beliefs, and those limited beliefs stop us from shifting to another dimension. Scripture says this: casting down imaginations, every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. I have to throw it down forcefully. Casting it down means throwing it down forcefully. And when I throw it down forcefully, I got to step on it. When I throw it down forcefully, I got to stomp on it. The only person thinking between your ears and in your mind is you. Why are you allowing other people's opinions to become your prison? Why are you allowing people to make you not show up, to make you not remain active, to talk you out of what it is that God wants you to step into? Come on, you got to boss up now. All the people who always make all these assertions and talk and talk and talking, this is what I'm going to do, this is what they better not do. And then here it is. When the rubber meets the road, you're nowhere to be found. You're saying all these things that you're going to do, and when it's time to do it, we can't find you in the daytime with a flashlight. Why? Because you talked yourself out of what God wanted you to step into. Fear is what it is. You're going to either face everything and run, or you're going to face everything and rise. Well, nobody like me. Nobody does this for me. They're not going to like my social media posts. They're not going to support me if I promote XYZ. You know why they're not? Because you keep saying they're not. Change your confession and you'll change your possession. And here it is. You can't change your confession until you change how you're thinking. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. I have to change my thinking. The greatest skill of the 21st century is the skill of critical thinking. Can you be a critical thinker in a chaotic world? Can you be a critical thinker in a chaotic world? And that stomping on stinking thinking moves you into a place of saying, you know what? I'm going to scare off that scarcity mindset, that mindset that causes you to be so gaslit, that mindset that is a meandering mindset. You can't focus on one thing, and the world has a fight for your attention, and you give everybody your attention except your purpose. Ain't that something? You give everything and everybody your attention except your purpose and what it is that you're supposed to do. Come on, let's recenter, let's refocus, let's recalibrate, let's refresh ourselves, let's reinvigorate our mind. Come on, it's time for you to protect your peace. Everybody's able to just disturb and disrupt your peace so easily. Something's wrong with that. Everybody can just turn the knob on your peace. They can turn it up as high as they want to or as low as they want to. Come on, it's got to be like one of them mamas. Remember, remember that? Remember that? You just put your hand on. You trying to put your hand on the stove. Mama like Come on now. When those landmines are coming up against your mind, you can say Nope, nope, nope. Can't stay in here. Can't live in here. I'm ejecting it. I'm evicting it immediately. You ain't get no notice. Ain't no 30 days. You got to pack up your bags in 30 days. No, no, no. You give the enemy an inch, you're gonna take a whole mile. You allow the enemy to get a foothold in the door, I guarantee you, he's gonna set up in the living quarters of your mind. No, no, no. Can't come in here, and you sure enough can't stay in here. I'm scaring off scarcity mindset. I won't be scared of it. I'm gonna scare it off. Come on, I've got my loins girded about with truth according to the scripture. I've got the breastplate of righteousness, my feet shod with the preparation of gospel of peace, helmet of salvation, sword of the spirit, shield of faith. But here's the thing, I have nothing for my back. Why? Because God doesn't expect me to run from the devil. But here's what he said, resist the devil and he will flee from you. Why are you running from what you should be resisting? I'm talking better than y'all talking back to me. Come on. Why are you running from what you should be resisting? And here's what I understand. Whatever you resist, persist. Listen. This is too good for you not to share it with somebody. Why are you running from what you should be resisting? And whatever you resist, persist. You know why the scarcity mindset keeps on persisting? Because you stop resisting. You know why you haven't stomped on stinking thinking? Because you don't keep on resisting. You're allowing the enemy to get a foothold into your life because you're not resisting. And here's what it's doing. Because you don't come with any boldness, now all of those landmines against your mind resist arrest. I got apprehended. I got arrested so that it doesn't arrest my development. Let's go to the second one. The second one now. Told you number one, stomp on stomping thinking. Stomp on stinking thinking, rather. Stomp on stinking thinking. We're talking about protecting your peace. 3 ways to win the war against your mind. There's a war going on whether you realize it or not. Can't lay down and die. Secondly, you have to stop suffering in silence. Stop suffering in silence. You got to stop doing it. And that's why it's very important to really have some counselors in your life. Therapy is needed in that series. Oftentimes, therapy becomes so taboo, but really it is needed for me and you. You know, too many of us, we do not give voice to our pain. We don't give voice to the vicissitudinous trials and turbulence and situations of what it is that we give, that we deal with. We don't. We just continue just to bear it alone, live life on autopilot, and we just keep it to ourselves. Here's what we become. We become emotionally incarcerated, psychologically in pain, dealing with psychological pain, emotional incarceration, free physically, but locked up mentally. Many of us are living in a prison without bars, and we're suffering in silence simply because chains are no longer metal, now they are mental. In the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Who is it that you can confide in? Who is it that you can talk to? There's got to be at least someone. Who is it that you can seek guidance and help from? What community resources do you have? And that's why community is important. In the multitude of counselors, there's safety. And in that community, oftentimes there are counselors. The new currency is community. Why is that? Because none of us grow in a silo. I got to have other people around me who champion my cause, who really have emboldened and imbibed the idea and the notion that a win for you is a win for me too. I'm not hating on you. I'm not jealous of you. I celebrate you. Why? Because if God is blessing my neighbor, that means he's in my neighborhood. It's just a matter of time before I get what's mine. The mailman is coming. The delivery is going to eventually hit my door. And when I talk about community, to where a lot of times we're suffering in silence, we become so emotionally unavailable because we've been hurt, we've been scarred, we've been wounded, we've been run amok, we've been tattered and torn, all of those specific things. Now we are living our life in pain, smiling on the outside, frustrated on the inside, dealing with emotional turmoil. And that's why community is so needed and necessary, which is why I'm really inviting you to join my community, my virtual village, what I like to call the Eagles Academy community. It's where I coach, it's where I teach, it's where I train, it's where I mentor. It's where here it is, you're going to experience the transformation of what it is that your heart really desires, but you haven't tapped into it yet. The thing that is really calling you and compelling you and saying, this is what you got to do. You got to grow out of the shame, out of the pain, out of the turmoil, out of the frustration. It's your season to grow. If you really want to grow, if you're really serious about your growth, if you're really serious about prospering and not suffering, stomping on stinking thinking, scaring off scarcity mindset, doing what it is that you've been called to do, protecting your peace and winning the war against your mind. If that's really you and you feel that urgency and you know that is within you, I want you to go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. And this is what I want to do for you. So I'm talking about 3 ways to win the war against your mind for the next 3 of you who take advantage of this opportunity. The next 3 of you who take advantage of this opportunity, I want you to put in the word sword checkout. Sword checkout, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Put in the word sword checkout, the coupon code, and I'm going to give you a discount just because I understand the power of community. And I want to invest in you as you invest in yourself. Join my virtual village right now. We're talking about stomping on stinking thinking, stomping. Make me wanna stomp. Yeah. Oh yeah. Stomp on stinking thinking. Talking about stop suffering in silence. That's the second one. And then thirdly, let's talk about it. Saturating your spirit in prayer. We're talking about protecting your peace. 3 ways to win the war against your mind. Saturating your spirit in prayer. Here's what you got to do. You got to fortify your spirit through faith. Many of us, we can't stomp on thinking. We don't saturate. We don't really move into a place to where we're silencing the suffering. simply because we're not in a place of prayer. You're not in your prayer closet. You're not in a particular place to where you are looking to the Lord. You are asking for help and for Him to lead and guide and direct you. It's all about you. And because you fail to trust and your trust has been so broken, now you believe God's going to treat you like people. And that's totally antithetical to who He is and what He does. When I'm in my prayer closet, I am availing myself to God to say, whatever's in me that's not like you, I want you to clean it up. I want you to clean it out. In that place of prayer is where I get my rejuvenation. Come on now. How does your phone have more power than your spirit? Yeah, how do I know your phone has power? Because you charge it up. Well, let me look at my battery power on my phone right now. Oh, you know what? I'm at 100% right now. Is your spirit at that? Is your prayer life at that? Many of us, there's things that we got to rectify. We got to develop, or we will always ruin. We will find ourselves doing permanent things in temporary situations. We will find ourselves worrying rather than praying. We will find ourselves being an interceptor rather than an intercessor. Researchers say that just 12 to 15 minutes of prayer time each day, researchers indicate 12 to 15 minutes of prayer time each day does wonders for your mind, puts you in a place of peace, stops and mitigates the intensity of the anxiety, the animosity, the forgiveness of what it is that we need to step into. I have to win the war against my mind. I got to protect my peace. And I do it by stomping on stinking thinking. I do it by when I stop suffering in silence. And it happens when I saturate my spirit in prayer. Little prayer, little power. No prayer, no power. Much prayer, much power. And it's time to power up. And when you power up, you'll always be in a place of protecting your peace. Peace that passeth all understanding. Said, I'll keep you in perfect peace if you keep your mind stayed on me. You won't keep giving people a piece of your mind to only be left with just a piece of your mind, but no peace of mind. Peace has got to be your portion. I believe it's going to be your strength. I want you to sow into this word that you've heard as I give you and speak life into your life each and every single day, Monday through Friday on the weekdays, each and every single weekday, to really strengthen you and to really pour into your spirit. I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. Yeah, you can give a love gift. Drop a love gift even now, as I've been loving on you with these words and with this information and inspiration, but also to move you into a place of transformation. You can simply do that through Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr, gmail.com. Yeah. Once again, Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr, gmail.com. Information is on in the description of this video for how and where you can give. And then, of course, super conversation. We've had a super chat, super sticker. You can drop any of that as well. Thank you so much for sowing. I appreciate you. That breathes life into this broadcast to continue to stream as you support this show. And I'm praying and believing that God is going to increase your life 30, 60, and 100 fold, exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think. Soar with us into our Eagles community, where I coach, is where I teach, is where I train, is where I mentor you, is where I empower you to soar into a greater level of success and purpose. And you can join us even right now, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. Get access to my private Facebook group, get access to all of my sessions that I've covered, past and present, that I've ever taught on, get access to all of these sessions, live and in color and in person, virtually, I should say. In our, you definitely gonna feel like you're in person though with these virtual sessions that we do in our virtual village, where I'm coaching, teaching, training, mentoring you, and empowering you to soar into a greater level, the transformation, the innovation, the elevation, the partnership of what it is, even as you get to connect with many of our gifted leaders locally, nationally, and globally. You said your network determines your net worth. Well, let's expand your network. And you can do that by joining the eaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. And I'm giving you the hookup. Like I said, I'm giving 3 people an opportunity to join right now with that discount, SOAR, SOAR. Put that in the coupon code, and it's going to be a blessing to you. Family in the mix. I hope you were transformed by this. In the mix is out of time, but trust me, I'm not out of truth. So, I want to thank you, as I always do, for rocking with me, riding with me, and rolling with me. And of course, if you're not following me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, follow me at EddieConnorJr, EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. Of course, listen, if you have not gotten any of my books, I encourage you to do that. I've got 18 books out there that I know will speak life into your life. They're on Amazon. You can get them as ebooks, audiobooks, hard copies. You can even get them on my website, EddieConnor.com. Got a litany of resources out there for you, plethora of resources that I don't just write books, but I show you how to write your book. And you need to get my bestseller book blueprint. Is where I'm giving you my whole manual, 80 plus pages, pre-manuscript development, pre-manuscript preparation, the manuscript development, really how to engage in professional editing and cover design and ebook. Your book is not selling. For those of you who are just aspiring authors, but also published authors, you can benefit from this as well. Your book is not selling because your cover doesn't look well. Too many typos. And then your book can't sell if you don't write your book. Let me show you how to do that. Let me show you how to remove all the guesswork, how to deal with all of the things of it seems to be so overwhelming. Let me remove all that for you with this done for you guide. I'm giving you all the strategies that I use that have got me on TV shows, that have got me in magazines without a dime, as I must say, that have got me on radio shows without a dime, I must say, to be a best-selling author, speak on international stages, is laden with charts and guides and standards and principles and resources and strategies. Everything that I use to write 18 books, to be a best-selling author, I'm giving you what I've learned in decades in a download. What took me moments and months, you can get it in minutes. And I'm giving you $100 off if you go and get it right now. accessidentity.org/author. Put in the coupon code SOAR. Put that in there, SOAR. And I'm going to give you $100 off on that so that you can get your book done quick, fast, in a hurry. But it'll be professional. It'll be amazing. Also, you can get my Successful Speaker Strategies digital video training guide. After you write a book, people are going to ask you to talk about it. Your words are a paintbrush. What picture are you painting when you're speaking? Your words create your world. Whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words as well. Go ahead and download my Successful Speaker Strategies digital video training guide, 4.5 hours worth of me teaching you the power of communication, the art of communication, how to wow your audience, how to be invited back, how to remove all of the basicallys, the uhs, the ums, the likes. Get all that out of your vernacular. Get all of that out of your vocabulary. Really how to connect with your audience and to be paid for it as well. Go download that, accessidentity.org/speaker. And I'm going to give you a discount on that too. I'm feeling generous today, real generous. Get $100 off on that as well. Put in the word SOAR. SOAR. And I'm going to get you more. Speaking of speaking, if you're looking for a dynamic speaker, now why would you look any further? You know that I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session, your podcast. Let's just make some progression. Add me to your calendar. All you got to do is email me to invite me. info@eddieconnor.com. And it will be an honor for me to empower you. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand. Your brother, and I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but brother, got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, treating a treasure, joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure. But I want you, yes, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. but we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly. Yeah, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content and all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now, accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. It's such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday, 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays, and then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays, we have TNT Tuesdays, Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org, and then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in place at the Remnant Worshipers Church.